Did you know this woman ordered a prophet's execution simply because he criticized her marriage? Another manipulated a hero into revealing the secret of his strength. These women from the Bible would scare the devil himself. Let's start with Delilah, a name that has become synonymous with betrayal. Delilah was the girlfriend of Samson, the legendary strongman of the Bible. Known for her beauty and charm, she cleverly manipulated Samson into revealing the secret of his incredible strength, his uncut hair, which was part of his Nazirite vow. After several failed attempts, Delilah finally gained Samson's trust. Believing in her love, Samson disclosed his secret. Delilah then set her plan in motion. She lulled him into sleep on her lap and ordered a man to cut his hair. Deprived of his strength, Samson was easily captured by the Philistines, who humiliated him and tortured him. Delilah's betrayal not only led to Samson's downfall, but also showed the devastating power of deceit. Delilah's story warns us about the dangers of misplaced trust and how betrayal can come from those we least expect. Samson, despite his immense strength, was brought down not by a powerful warrior, but by a woman who used his affection against him. It's a stark reminder that even the strongest can be vulnerable to manipulation. Next up is the wife of Potiphar, a prominent Egyptian official. She was attracted to Joseph, a Hebrew slave who had gained her favor and become the administrator of Potiphar's household. She repeatedly tried to seduce him, but Joseph, devoted to God and committed to his principles, resisted her advances. Infuriated by his rejection, Potiphar's wife sought revenge. She falsely accused Joseph of attempting to assault her, using his garment left behind as evidence. Believing his wife, Potiphar had Joseph imprisoned. Even with this false accusation and imprisonment, Joseph's faith and integrity remained intact, eventually leading to his rise to power in Egypt. Potiphar's wife's story is a classic example of how false accusations can destroy lives. Joseph's refusal to give in to temptation and his steadfast integrity under pressure is a powerful testament to his character. Even though he faced injustice, his unwavering trust in God ultimately led to his vindication and success. But this next woman, Athaliah's story, is one of ruthless ambition and cold-blooded murder. Born into a family where pagan worship replaced the true God, Athaliah was the daughter of King Ahab and Queen Jezebel. She promoted the worship of pagan gods and led her people away from the true God. After her son's death, instead of letting her grandchildren take the throne, Athaliah made a brutal decision. She killed her own grandchildren to secure her power, wiping out the royal lineage of David. For 6 years, she reigned, promoting idolatry and ignoring the traditions of Israel. Her reign ended violently when she was deposed and executed by those who opposed her tyranny. Athaliah's actions were driven by desire to hold on to power at any cost. Her willingness to kill her own family members to secure her throne shows a level of ambition and cruelty that's almost unimaginable. Her story is a grim reminder of the dangers of unchecked power and the lengths some will go to maintain it. Then, there is this next one, who was also a tyrant. Herodias, a woman of power and privilege, was the granddaughter of Herod the Great. She is infamous for her role in the execution of John the Baptist. John had publicly condemned her marriage to Herod Antipas, her first husband's brother, as it was considered illegitimate and immoral by Jewish law. Herodias harbored a deep grudge against John for criticizing her marriage. During a birthday feast for Herod Antipas, she saw her chance for revenge. She instructed her daughter Salome to dance for Herod and his guests. Herod was so pleased by the performance that he promised Salome anything she asked for. Guided by her mother, Salome demanded the head of John the Baptist on a platter. Reluctantly, but bound by his promise, Herod ordered the execution. Herodias' vengeful act eliminated her critics and showed her ruthless ambition. Herodias' story is one of manipulation and revenge. Using her daughter to achieve her own ends, and her determination to silence John the Baptist at any cost, shows her cunning and ruthless nature. Her actions remind us of the destructive power of vengeance and the lengths some will go to protect their reputation and power. If you're enjoying this video so far, please leave a like and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Then there's Jezebel, perhaps the most notorious woman in the Bible. A Phoenician princess, Jezebel married King Ahab of Israel, bringing with her the worship of the pagan god Baal. Jezebel's influence led to widespread idolatry and the persecution of the prophets of the God of Israel. Jezebel's most heinous act involved Naboth, a righteous man who owned a vineyard next to the royal palace. When Naboth refused to sell his vineyard to Ahab, Jezebel devised a wicked plan to get it. She orchestrated false charges of blasphemy and treason against Naboth, leading to his execution. Her actions drew the wrath of God, with the prophet Elijah prophesying her gruesome end. True to the prophecy, Jezebel met a dramatic demise. During a revolt led by Jehu, a general of the Israelite army, Jezebel was thrown out of a window, and her body was devoured by dogs. Jezebel's story is a stark reminder of the consequences of corruption and the inevitable fall of those who misuse their power. Her relentless pursuit of power and willingness to engage in outright murder to achieve her goals made her a formidable and feared figure. Her end, as prophesied by Elijah, serves as a powerful reminder of divine justice and the ultimate downfall of those who act with impunity. Another intriguing figure is the Witch of Endor, also known as the Medium of Endor. King Saul, facing a desperate situation, sought her out despite having previously banned all mediums and necromancers from Israel. Disguised, Saul asked the witch to summon the spirit of the prophet Samuel to seek guidance. This encounter highlights the complexity of human actions and the contradictions within individuals. The Witch of Endor's actions were forbidden by the laws of Israel, yet Saul himself, in a moment of weakness, broke his own edict. The witch's story serves as a reminder of the moral and spiritual dilemmas that people often face. The Witch of Endor's narrative shows the length to which people will go in times of fear and uncertainty. It also shows the consequences of turning to forbidden practices and the internal conflicts that arise when one's actions contradict their beliefs. Finally, we have Lot's wife, another woman whose story carries a powerful message. When God decided to destroy the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah due to their wickedness, Lot and his family were warned to flee without looking back. However, Lot's wife disobeyed this divine instruction and looked back at the city, turning into a pillar of salt. Her exact motives for looking back remain unknown, but her fate serves as a cautionary tale about the importance of obedience to divine commands. Lot's wife's story emphasizes the consequences of hesitation and longing for a past. Which woman was the scariest for you? Let us know in the comments below, and make sure to click on the next video for more stories from the Bible.